Record button.
I'll do the same.
Oh,
I have also pushed it.
I am recording.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Oh.
What is going on?
James just had an orgasm.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No.
It happens.
Ooh.
I sound like a goddamn cartoon character when I orgasm, apparently.
Whoopsie.
That's good audio.
Yeah, I think we'll use that.
Welcome to the Good Games Podcast. My name is James.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Justin.
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Man.
Good.
Yeah, just chilling now. I'm actually
Nice.
really sore. I think last episode I talked about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and recommended that. I'm gonna go ahead and retract that endorsement. Just don't take, folks. You will be sore all the time, and you will hate your body. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But I mean, I'm happy to be working out, but man, I'm in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It's just like it hurts all over. Like, you know, if, like when you lift weights, like you target like your biceps, and then your biceps hurt, but like the rest of you feels fine. Like no, like every muscle in my body is just in pain right now.
Just like
So-
you're done. You can't walk anymore.
It's
function anymore.
painful just to walk. It's painful just to walk, but that's good. That's a good thing because
Yeah.
exercise.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about that.
Other than that, yeah,
You guys want to talk about some rhythm games?
Games
yeah. I
of rhythm.
mean, I know you've been playing a lot of rhythm games.
I have. This is a very well-timed topic. I just today, hours ago, went down to a Sam Ash and bought an electronic drum kit just so I can
Oh,
fucking play it with rhythm games.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
so
don't
proud
know.
of you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is... I hope I stick with this. I hope this wasn't an irresponsible purchase where I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to get like really into drums and rhythm gaming and then do it for like a couple days and like, fuck it. Like,
Nah, you're the kind of guy who commits to things.
Yeah, and you love drumming. You love the whole
Yeah,
rock
Yeah.
band, Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
yeah. You've been
Drumming
doing
thing,
it for
yeah.
years if you think about it.
well, I haven't done it in a long time
Well,
because
yeah.
because these like rock band Guitar Hero has kind of like fallen out of style in the last.
That's
Yeah,
isn't
they
that
were
the saddest
so
thing?
popular.
Yeah,
Like,
they
what the
really
hell
were.
happened to them?
I don't know, man. There's got to be like a study done on why, like the
Well, let's
rise
be the
and fall.
ones. Let's be the ones. Let's
Okay.
right now,
Do a
today. You're listening to the rise and fall of
And Re-Rise?
Guitar Hero Rock Band. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. Where did we start? We started way back in like
Shit.
Early 2000s.
06?
Yeah.
Was it that early?
Yeah.
When did the first guitar? Okay, hang on. I'm doing some
It
research
might have been
here.
it might have been 04.
Really? All right, hang on. Here we go. We're doing some live research. List of songs and guitar.
'Cause I'm trying to remember where I
games.
was when I first played Guitar Hero.
2005.
Okay.
Wow.
I would have been in high school. Yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't
same.
really play
Yeah.
the very first Guitar Hero that much though.
Oh, dude. I played it see, that's why I kind of remembered 04 because I think I played like a demo at a Walmart or something before it even came out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
See, I really got into it with Guitar Hero 2.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
like my we played a ton of that like
Now-
in college. Yeah.
I'm tell me if I'm wrong here, but it seems to me like Guitar Hero 1 came out
Yeah.
and it was like no one really knew what to expect necessarily. And I think the developers themselves weren't sure what, like, they probably knew they had something, but maybe didn't realize fully what they had in their
Yeah,
hands.
right.
So it
Yeah.
seemed to me like Guitar Hero 2 came out pretty quickly after Guitar Hero 1.
Yeah.
when they
About a
realized-
year, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, wait, no, this is like legit. Let's make a new one really fast and get more songs in there and stuff."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you remember, like, not, especially from the first two games, not all of the songs are like the official licensed versions. Like, a lot of the
Yeah.
songs are covers.
Yeah.
So, like,
weird covers.
yeah, a lot of the popular songs are just like a shitty band who's covering like ZZ Top or I don't know.
Yeah, so, well, probably some band that's covered by some huge record company that would, do a cease and desist on them like really fast.
Yep.
That kind of thing,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And then, okay, what actually happened here? I'm always confused. Did the original studio that made Guitar Hero 1 and 2 get like ousted by Activision, or I'm trying to figure out where Activision came in, because they were the first ones that published Guitar Hero 3? No, okay. They were all Harmonix. So Guitar Hero
Right.
1 and Guitar Hero 2 were Harmonix, and then Harmonix was like, okay, fuck that, we're doing Rock Band now.
Right.
And then
right.
Guitar Hero 3 was carried on by Activision, right? I think I have that right.
Guitar Hero was created from a partnership between Red Octane, their own company that produced.
Well, Red
specialized-
Octane was under... That's right. Sorry.
Video game
Activision's the
controllers.
publisher. Red Octane was the developer for
Right.
Guitar Hero 3. But
And
they
Red
didn't have
Octane-
anything to do with the first two, right?
Well, Red Octane had a partnership with Harmonix, and they developed Guitar Hero. That's what it says. 2005.
so it's like a
2006.
joint venture between Red Octane and Harmonix.
Correct.
Ah.
So I think they basically Activision was kind of like selling the software. It was like a partnership for the early Guitar Heroes, and then I
Okay.
think basically they wanted to go a different direction, maybe for Rock Band.
Well,
By that
Harmonix is
point-
like, we're doing our own shit. Yeah.
Right. Just left and did their own thing now.
Which, by the way, love the idea of Rock Band. Like, hey, let's do this like full band style. Now we have guitar, bass, drums,
yeah.
Vocals.
and microphone. Can I say though, on the subject of the like peripherals, the instruments in Rock Band suck. Like,
Terrible.
They're so
Terrible.
The fucking Stratocaster, I fucking hate that thing. It's
the worst.
There's no feedback on the because all of the Guitar Hero, most of all of the Guitar Hero guitars have this really satisfying click when
Yeah.
you strum. Like
It's
click,
a
click,
big,
click,
it's a
click.
big
That's called-
video game button, like a
Yeah.
fight stick, essentially.
That's called tactile feedback, and it doesn't exist on the Rock Band guitars.
And I see where they were going, because it's like really loud and like obnoxious. Because like if you ever hear here, I have a Guitar Hero guitar right next to me. So like if you play Guitar Hero, you just hear this like all the time when somebody's strumming, right?
Yeah.
And like Rock Band was like, oh, let's like eliminate that stupid noise. So they have like this very quiet strum, but you can't. There's like no feedback because there's no noise, and you can't tell whether or not you've actually activated the strum. Anyway,
But that noise was important because there's so many times you'd walk into like the anteroom of like a dorm room suite, and the doors would
Right.
be shut, and then you'd hear
That's all
that
you hear.
super fast strumming, and
and you
like
just hear.
one of two things is being jerked very fast right now, and I hope it's a Guitar Hero guitar. You know,
Yeah. Actually, though, I would contradict. I kind of preferred the strumming of the Rock Band guitar.
Really, you like the Stratocaster?
Yeah, like a
the
little
strumming,
bit.
the
Only because,
the strum input, but not the buttons. I'm with you.
Not
Oh
the
no,
buttons.
the buttons.
The buttons
suck.
were
They're
weird.
Huge. They have huge, giant fucking buttons. Like,
Yeah,
why are the
they're-
buttons so big?
Yeah, and they're
And
not.
then-
They don't have any tactile feedback at all. They're just kind of like.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But I almost liked that there wasn't as much clicking. There was like a little tiny click you got out of the Rock Band guitar, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And I don't know. To me, that was like it was less obnoxious, but like just enough for me to where I don't know. For me, it felt more real. I guess in a way that it didn't sound like I was like jerking off a guitar.
Wasn't
really hard.
it not as real as the Rock Band Pro guitar? Remember that guy?
Oh God.
Well, wait a minute. That's fast forward all the way to like Rock Band 3. Wait,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sorry,
hang
sorry.
on. So first we got the Stratocaster. All right. Some people like the strumming, some people don't. Giant buttons. What were the other? Remember, like farther down the neck of the guitar,
Yeah, there was
like
a
5 duplicated buttons.
No, they weren't buttons. It was a touchpad, like a modulator.
No. That was the Guitar Hero World Tour guitar. I know what you're thinking of. And
Okay.
it's got a little touchpad on
I remember the touchpad. I don't remember the
Yeah.
buttons.
I'm
What other
pretty
buttons
sure
you
that
talking
was the Guitar Hero World Tour guitar that had the touchpad. Because that was the one that introduced the tap notes, I'm pretty sure. I think. Pretty sure that
And
was
like
right.
the pitch bending
anyway.
and all that.
Yeah. It got there, because then they introduced like open strumming, and anyway, let's fast forward. So then we had Rock Band, we had Guitar Hero 2, then we had Guitar Hero 3, right? I think that was the next one that came up. Was that World Tour? No, that was 4.
It was just Guitar Hero 3.
Guitar Hero 3 was
what
Legends
it's
of
called.
Rock, I think, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that does ring a bell, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was the one that had all the like boss battles and like
Yeah.
It was like there was like a
Slash.
story campaign. Slash was on the cover.
Tom Morello
Yeah.
and, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last like I don't know
Great Guitar Hero.
like normal Guitar Hero game before they like because like they, like, went
before
in weird-
Harmonix took off, first of all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So then they did Rock Band 2, and then by the time we got to Rock Band 3, Harmonix had developed this weird, like they had always gone this direction of like let's make this more and more and more like realistic, because like even if you compare the Stratocaster plastic guitar to any of the Guitar Hero, like the Les Paul or the Explorer or any, like the Guitar Hero guitars like clearly look like plastic toys, and as much as I hate the Stratocaster, it's trying to look like a real guitar, right? And like Rock Band progressively went more and more like, hey, let's make this realistic, because then with Rock Band 3 it was Pro Instruments, and they had the Pro guitar with 128 something buttons on it.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So you could like
It was a bit of a
realistically
mess.
I have to see what
Yeah.
this looks like.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
it was a sight
Do
to
you not
behold.
remember the Pro guitar?
No, I don't remember that at all.
I remember going, like, getting so excited going with James to get the Pro guitar at like
Yeah.
midnight or something with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And we brought it back.
We had dinner at Chili's.
Yeah. That's the one where they thought we were a gay couple because
Oh, that's right.
laughing and
Oh
having
my
a
God.
great dinner together. But then
Yeah,
we
it was-
brought back. We came home and we tried that guitar and like I don't think either of us wanted to say how bad it felt. You know. like-
Yeah. No, it was.
Yeah,
it was
because-
not.
yeah,
it was not great.
They're going for like reality, like, oh, this is what real guitar players will be able to use. No, that's
Yeah.
no. That's not
We
how
got
it
done
works.
playing with that guitar, and we're like, yeah, well, it'll probably take a couple hours, getting used to it, and then it'll feel
It'll take
better.
a couple hours to learn guitar.
I guarantee you guys could have been playing with that up until now. You probably still wouldn't be used to it.
No, and that's
Yeah,
the problem.
no.
Like, I think that was the major mistake with Rock Band, like
Yes,
trying to
yes.
go. There's definitely as a musician, and I always heard this complaint from like dads at that time, like musician dads. They're like, well, that's not how you really play guitar, and it's so stupid. But like that was never really the point, and I
Yeah.
think that's what they misconstrued as being the point of why these games were so good for people.
It's like, yeah, it's
Right.
like looking at DDR and going, that's not how you're supposed to dance.
Yeah.
Like, of
Yeah.
course it's
And
not how
of
you're
course
supposed to
not,
fucking
but it's still
dance.
fun, and it's like it reminds you of
Yeah.
an actual good practitioner of that skill.
Yeah, and of course you can throw your own little twist in it, but still, yeah. It's like,
Yeah, the point is not to like learn the instrument. The point is to have the fantasy of being a rock star with
Exactly.
none of the skill. Right?
Yes, no
Yeah.
skill required.
But they tried to like split the difference between the fantasy and the like real instrument learning version. That was one problem. The other problem with the Pro guitar and because they also had Pro keyboard in that one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And
see
if
that
you
now,
did
yeah.
Pro Guitar or Pro Keyboard, the like notation for play, because if you're just playing normal guitar, like Guitar Hero
Yeah.
traditional guitar or drums, you have 4 lanes or 5 lanes of green, red, yellow, blue, orange, right?
Mm-hmm.
the notation for the Pro guitar and the like Pro keyboard was so complex and it comes at you so fast. It was basically like it was basically actual guitar tabs that they were throwing at you, but like super fucking fast. So
yeah, like, there's no way he's gonna like do it on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, it was basically and the Pro keyboard was basically just sheet music that was coming at you a million miles an hour.
It's like,
and you're
at this point, just make your own fucking cover of the damn song. Like, holy shit.
Right. Like, if I want to learn the instrument, like, I'll pick up the actual instrument, and like, if I need to gamify it, I'll go out and get, Rocksmith or whatever.
Right.
I guess
actual
that didn't
education
exist at the
software.
Time, but
Yeah.
Huge missteps with Pro guitar and Pro keyboard. I think we all agree that was terrible. However, Pro drums, great fucking idea. Because it's basically exactly the same thing as normal drums. They just added, now the game differentiates between if you're hitting cymbals or hitting toms. That's the only difference.
Always, Well, that really, the drums should have always been that way from the beginning, I guess. But I don't know, but I think mission accomplished in with everything else, right? Like, because there's definitely times where even playing the real crappy drums that didn't differentiate between cymbals and toms, like, there's so many times either playing the guitar or playing the drums, I really felt like a rock star, and I leaned into it too. I was like making faces and whatever,
Right.
Didn't you, James, like end up like kind of breaking that drum set? Wasn't it duct taped in some way?
Oh my god! I broke a million.
They were cheap. They're very cheaply made.
Because the problem.
I think as you get so into it, like you're whacking them real good, and then like all of a sudden, you, like input's fucking up. You're like, what's happening?
No, the problem with the Rock Band, it was the bass pedal. They had like a shitty plastic. It was a plastic bass pedal, so like if you played hard songs, you had to hit the bass pedal a whole bunch. So like. I mean, I'm a big dude, and I'm like, my foot is just pounding up and down on the bass pedal, and then all of a sudden you get a bam, and you hear a crack, and you're like, well, that one's gone. I went through probably like 4 or 5 bass pedals in college. I don't know.
Wow.
And I think we bought like a fancy like metal one, and I think I broke that one too.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Another thing I remember about the Guitar Hero guitar. I remember just looking at it. It brought back a memory. The weight of the guitar was actually really good.
Oh yeah. I actually have one in my lap right now. It's it's light. It's not. You can put it around your neck, and it's not bringing your neck down. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It was the it wasn't like the first gen guitar. The first gen guitar was like really light and kind of, I don't know, like too light. But then it was like the second generation one felt like it had like a good weight to it. That was when they started adding all the fun little stuff to it.
Oh, you're talking about the ones that came out with like the
I think
like
it was with the touchpad. Yeah.
I think those were like the 3rd or 4th generation ones. Yeah.
I just remember those feelings.
Because then, so Rock Band did Rock Band 3. Guitar Hero, they went quantity over quality. And I think that's probably maybe what ultimately doomed these games, because like in the span of like 3 years, there was just a million fucking Guitar Hero games. There's Guitar Hero Van Halen, Guitar Hero AC/DC, Guitar Hero Beatles, Guitar Hero 80s, Guitar Hero Lego Guitar Hero, like everything Guitar Hero, and then they did Band Hero. They were like ripping off Rock Band for a while. And
that was abysmal, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. just because their peripherals were even worse than Rock Band. I mean, they've always done well with the guitar. That drum kit was so shitty. I remember I bought that drum kit. It wouldn't register. You had to like pound the motherfucking shit out of that drum kit to get it to register a hit. So like I think I played like, I don't know, maybe a few hours, few days, and then I think I just threw that drum kit away. That thing was a piece of crap. That was so infuriating because it just wouldn't register hits.
I think there was a similar experience there when we brought home, the Band Hero game or whatever the hell it was, and tried it for like one day, and I was just like, I'm sorry you bought this. No
Yeah,
good.
so Red Octane and Activision were just cranking out the games. During that time, there's also DJ Hero. You remember that
Oh,
one?
yeah. Yeah, we had a little turntable. Yeah.
Fantastic game.
Yeah, you like DJ Hero.
You bet your ass I did. That's going to be on my list.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were the one who had it.
All right. Yeah, I like some of the matchups in DJ Hero. That's what I liked.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I mean, that and like just like the random "yeah, boy" button.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, there's like a one button you just press and you just get that.
Yeah. There was like a dedicated Flava Flav button where he just said, "Yeah, boy," whenever you press the button, so you could just spam it.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And it's funny. I'm looking like at all the like games right now, and it's like there was like a 5-year hiatus where they stopped.
Oh yeah. So
like
after
2010
all
they
that
stopped.
shit,
This was the fall.
yeah.
And then 5 years later, and I remember the announcement of it too. They were like, "Oh, we're coming out with Guitar Hero Live," and it was like, you can play. People can listen to you. Was that like the ploy? I don't even remember what that was all about.
So it was at the same time Harmonix announced Rock Band 4 and Activision Red Octane announced Guitar Hero Live, and Rock Band 4 was kind of just returned to
The same old.
Return to the same old. It was like, okay, hey, the Pro Guitar, Pro Keyboard, that was really fucking stupid. Let's never talk about that again. And it was just more of this. It was basically more of the same. I think they added there was like a new solo feature, or other than that, it was basically the exact same game. Guitar Hero Live, they were like, maybe this was a ploy to sell more peripherals. But if you remember, the Guitar Hero Live guitar was a 6-fret guitar as opposed to the traditional 5-fret one.
Yeah.
And it had 3 buttons on bottom, 3 buttons on top. So, again, it was kind of like trying to be this more realistic thing because it kind of required you to actually place your fingers in approximation of making chords and stuff. But they didn't go all the way in on realism the same way that Rock Band 3 did with Pro Guitar.
It was somewhere in between. I actually kind of like the black white buttons of the Guitar Hero Live guitar. The game itself was left something to be lacking, but I actually really enjoyed that design for the guitar, and it added a whole new layer of complexity for someone who routinely hit 100% combo experts on the old guitars.
Well, that was exactly my problem, because over all these years of playing Rock Band and Guitar Hero, I got pretty good at the guitar part of it. And then Guitar Hero Live was like, hey, fuck all of your muscle memory and all the skill you built up over the years.
Yeah.
Hey, you're back to playing on easy, motherfucker.
And that's probably probably why I think it didn't take off, because you can't have the same level of success with like a brand new platform, and no one's like, I want to learn and spend thousands of hours doing that again.
Exactly.
Do you think that if these games were still like a big thing going on right now, say they didn't fuck up the the actual peripherals, do you think it would be like a big esports kind of thing right now? Because I mean, we're in that age now where like any game that's competitive can be an esports game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Guitar Hero Live did bring into play the online PvP, or I mean, it was it's kind of a weird concept. It was like you were playing the game, the song with multiple people, and then you're all playing the same notes, but you'd see the scores update live as you're playing.
Right. That's
and the person who's playing the best is in the lead,
Yeah.
So I could see that becoming a thing. I don't know how popular it would be, but
especially the Guitar Hero games have always had this competitive angle, whereas Rock Band was way more cooperative. Because Guitar Hero was always battle mode, are you better than your friends? Figure it out. Whereas Rock Band was hey, let's all play together.
Yeah, let's all have a good time.
But man, let me say, Rock Band, man, you could just find Rock Band. There was a period of time where it would just be at the random most places. Everyone would play it. People who just didn't even play video games were trying it out, and you would all have fun. You would just literally be a rock band together. That was special,
Yeah,
I miss that.
Yeah, some good times.
Can I tell you what I think killed these games? And I think it's 3 things. First
Go
of
for it.
all, Red Octane and Activision, probably mainly Activision, with just oversaturating. Just hey, here's way too many video games. Just way oversaturating the market with Guitar Hero games. That's A. B is people eventually didn't want to have all these plastic fucking toys all in their closets and living rooms. And I'm guilty of that too, because we were moving and I'm like, I'm never gonna use this shit again, and I threw it away. Right. Now I regret it because I'm getting back into it.
You have to find them now.
And that kind of dovetails into your esports thing, Justin, because I saw at Games Done Quick, I saw this guy playing Guitar Hero, I thought was Guitar Hero, and he was fucking amazing at it, playing these impossibly hard songs and getting only missing a few notes, and I was like, what the hell? And then I was like, wait a minute, that's not Guitar Hero and it's not Rock Band. What the hell is this? He was playing on something called Clone Hero, which is actually a PC game that is basically just Guitar Hero again. It's the same exact premise, but it fixes what I think was number 3. So number 1, oversaturation. Number 2, everyone throwing the instruments away. Number 3, and it kind of dovetails in with number 2, is when people bought new consoles, so going from PS3 to PS4, Xbox 360 to Xbox One, there was no backwards compatibility with a lot of these instruments. If you go back and look at your if you go back and look at your PS2 guitars, they have these giant serial. But you remember what the PS2 looked like, so you can't use them with your PS3. The Wii ones all have Wii remotes in them, and you can't use that with the Switch or whatever. So there's no backwards compatibility with the instruments. But that's kind of one of the great things about having a rhythm game like Clone Hero on PC, is it kind of solves the problem of instrument compatibility, because now you have evergreen instruments, because it's just USB, and PC hardware is pretty resilient to change, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've had USB for years and years and years. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I think the 3 things that killed these games. Ultimately,
makes sense.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Sad, man.
The cool thing is that Clone Hero gave us the one thing that none of the other games could. The one thing we really wanted from Rock Band was the ability to customize and import songs, whatever songs we fucking wanted. Yes. And that opened up a whole new realm of this is now there's infinite songs at this point.
Yes, it is literally an infinite library, because I've actually I've gotten way into Clone Hero. I've downloaded the charting tool for Clone Hero, and I'm making my own songs now and shit. It's crazy. And a little plug for Clone Hero. Their drum support is coming out this week, which is why I announced at the top of the show I bought an e-kit. So, they're kind of going down the Rock Band path of implementing all these instruments, guitar, drums. I think later on down the line they want to do vocals, a bunch of other stuff. Actually, at time of recording, the game is called Clone Hero. In the future, they're looking to rebrand it as Strike Line, I think, because Clone Hero is a very stupid name, and I think they all know that. So if in the future you can't find any mention of Clone Hero, it's probably now called Strike Line.
Yeah, I'm thinking you can import Johann Sebastian Bach in there.
Yeah.
Just
Just
do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. Well, that's the other great thing, is there's a there's a decent sized community with Clone Hero that just charts their own songs and then just posts them to this community database. So you can just search Johann Sebastian Bach, and somebody's probably charted a bunch of songs already.
Yeah. Well, I get that from Tenacious D, so I'm sure someone has done it.
Yes. Yeah. There's a ton of Tenacious D. It's great, because now I'm okay, one of the things that was great about Guitar Hero Rock Band was you played these games and you could discover new music through them. Mm-hmm. like I was like, ooh, hey, turns out I really like, like 80s rock or whatever.
Yeah.
And I haven't really had that experience since college. But like now back in Clone Hero, I'm just downloading a shit ton of songs because why not? And I'm like, oh, hey, turns out there's new bands I like. So yeah, it's a good way to discover music.
I might have to get Clone Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. At time of recording, it is completely free. When
I
they
have the
rebrand-
peripherals, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah, as long as you've got. Actually, the best guitar to have is the old 360 guitar, because if you remember, the 360 was just USB.
That's
The
right.
problem after that is they all started to go wireless, and if you have any of the wireless instruments, you have to buy an adapter, and it's a whole fucking thing. But if you have the old 360 instruments, they're just USB. You just plug them into your computer, and they just work. It's pretty great.
Yeah. I had one lying around somewhere. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, and at time of recording, Clone Hero is completely free. When they rebrand the game as Strikeline, they were talking about making a more professional, polished product, and they might charge for it. But right now, it's completely free.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, good
Very
stuff.
Well, hopefully it comes back. Hopefully we get the rhythm games to come back.
I am way into it, dude. If you want to come over and play some Clone Hero with me,
I'm not going to buy it because
when-
you're going to be the guy who has all the shit and all the downloads and all that. So I'm not even going to touch it. You're going to be the man. You have all the instruments, all the memory, everything. So I leave that on you, sir.
Well, if you want to come over and play some Clone Hero, especially when the drum support comes out, it should be out sometime this week.
Are they going to be?
I'm going to be.
Any idea? Are they going to be working on vocal support, or do they have vocal support? I don't think they do.
That's one of the things. They don't have it right now. They have basically it's just karaoke. So as you play, words will pop up on the screen, but there's not like a score tied to it. There's nothing that's scoring your vocal performance.
I remember that was the thing with Rock Band, is that you had to sometimes sit there and like play with your pitch to try to get it right, because the game was trying to gauge your pitch, and you're like, You're like, what the fuck note does it want me to sing? Like, what the hell?
Oh wait, that just reminded me of like my favorite part was like those sequences where it didn't add, like it was like freestyle vocals, and no one would ever know what to do, so they would just be like, they'd have like 3 seconds to say whatever they want, and just be like, yeah.
Well, wasn't it with Rock Band you had to like scream to activate star
Right.
power?
Yeah. Rah!
Yeah, you had to go.
So just like get into your mic and be like,
oh, and then like the clapping, they had to like kind of tap on the microphone.
Yeah, you had to like
Yeah,
smack
yeah,
the
you had to-
microphone. Yeah.
Yep. Clapping time.
Oh man, good times.
Yeah. Good stuff. You guys want to talk about our favorite rhythm games? We've talked about the history of Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Now we can talk about our favorite rhythm games.
Let's talk about it.
So I think this should definitely be a community effort here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's actually surprisingly hard to come up with 5 good rhythm games.
Yeah, because like you said, there were so many that came out all at the same time, to the point where it was like they all kind of blended in with each other.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the way I approached this is I picked my favorites from Guitar Hero and Rock Band. So I went with Guitar Hero 3. That was the one. That was like the last pure Guitar Hero game before they really started saturating everything.
And
the
it
one
really,
that,
that was the pinnacle of success for Guitar Hero. Like, I mean, it's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
I went with Guitar Hero 3 and Rock Band 3, even though they had all of the stupid fucking pro instruments. I actually really like the pro drums. So,
okay.
Guitar Hero 3 and Rock Band 3 are the two.
See, I was going with Rock Band 2.
Yeah,
I'd be
I
fine with Rock Band 2. I'd be fine with Rock Band 2. So, Guitar Hero 3, Rock Band 2, is that what I'm hearing?
I think that's top of the list for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
about... Yeah.
I was just going to say more recently, it's kind of coming back with the VR space.
I was just
Beat
about
Saber.
to say, what about Beat Saber?
Yeah.
I was going
definitely
to
on my
say,
list.
The other one,
What?
Not Beat Saber.
the John Wick one, Pistol Whip.
Oh, I haven't played Pistol Whip. Is that good?
Oh, it's so much better than Beat Saber. But no, we can go Beat Saber.
I didn't know it was a rhythm game.
Yeah, it's a rhythm-based gun shooting John Wick feeling. Awesome.
So it's like music and you're...
Yeah, you're supposed to shoot in time. It's like if you shoot with the beat, you it'll get more points.
So it's like Crypt of the Necrodancer, but VR.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta check that out. Okay. I've heard Pistol Whip is really good.
I was just joking. No, I was definitely just gonna say Beat Saber.
Oh, wait. So is Pistol Whip a rhythm game?
No, it is, but that's not what I was
Okay,
going to
okay.
suggest for the top 5. Although I do like Pistol Whip quite a bit.
I was gonna say Beat Saber's the fucking shit, though.
Yeah.
Beat Saber's really good.
Quite good.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Beat Saber's good because it's like that gives you a good workout too. You play that enough,
Yeah, for sure.
you come out of that real sweaty.
That's what I'm counting on now. Now I'm like, hey, I've got this drum kit. I'm gonna be drumming a lot. I've got Beat Saber. Maybe I can actually get a workout while I'm.
The trick with those types of things is you have to put your energy into it. So like Beat Saber,
Right.
you can't be playing on easy mode and like just like moving your wrists and barely moving your arm. Like you have to like swing.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Medium.
You gotta commit to Beat Saber.
And it's the same with the drums. Like you can definitely just kind of like.
And James can definitely step it up because he has like actual lightsabers in his house, so you can like hold the lightsabers while doing
There
it.
you go. Yeah, just don't break
I
it.
didn't even
Get the
think
real
of that
feel.
shit. That's a great idea.
There's a video with the guy from what's his name, Adam Savage, is that from
the Mythbuster guy, yeah.
Mythbusters, and he creates like metal heavy duty lightsaber hilts that work with Beat Saber. Like they hold like the VR controller.
Oh shit! I gotta see that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's amazing. I gotta look at that.
Because that would be good to have like weights while you're doing that.
Yeah,
Like,
that put some weight to him. Yeah.
By the way, I found out the other day that Beat Saber has a similar sort of community to Clone Hero, where there's just a bunch of people that have made custom Beat Saber songs.
Yes,
Okay.
I have taken. So I don't know what it's called, but because I have the Oculus Quest, and
same, yeah.
the Beat Saber version on that is like kind of locked down.
Really?
But if you get the side quest software, you can download for free. If you get that version of Beat Saber, and it's just like thousands of songs you can just download, user created stuff.
Yeah. I gotta look into that. That's what I need to do next is get the custom Beat Saber songs.
Yeah.
All right, so those are probably the 3 most obvious ones.
Well,
yeah.
obviously next is DJ Hero, guys.
DJ Hero.
DJ Hero?
I didn't. Okay, yeah. DJ Hero. Yeah.
Look,
Okay, DJ Hero maybe.
I know that it wasn't the most popular thing, but it was really good. The peripherals, the device they had to create for this game was nothing short of inventing the wheel. It was a miracle of
was a
modern
wheel.
technology.
Literally inventing a wheel.
I mean, it's just it made you feel like a DJ hero,
Okay.
All right, maybe. What about Crypt of the Nectar?
Yeah,
Crow Dancer.
Yeah, I had that. I put Crypt Cadence because they roughly to me.
Or Cadence of Hyrule. I figured you would have Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah, I kind of put them both because it kind of roughly works on the same concept.
Same thing.
It's just like
see.
It's like it's just difficulty in how the story lays out, but really the rhythm itself is like kind of the same. I don't know.
Yeah, I struggle with that because I feel like I also have Clone Hero on my list, and I feel like Clone Hero has so much overlap with Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely just say like Guitar Hero games, Rock Band games.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I don't know what you would call Crypt or Cadence.
Would you even? What about DDR? Would you even throw that in there?
Yeah, that was the other one. That was the other big one. Yeah,
absolutely DDR.
Because that was like you didn't even have to
Yeah.
own that one. That was just the big arcade one. You go to the arcade, there was always a DDR panel there.
Right, unless your name was Leo Drez, and you definitely owned several dance mats as well as one metal
Nice.
mat, like actual gameplay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
I didn't know you
into the
had that.
DDR. I was into the
know you had
DDR for a time, man. Yeah, back in the day.
Speaking of esports, by the way, I went to CEO last year, which is CEO is a fighting game tournament. It's just fighting games. I was walking around the convention hall, and there's just one giant room with just DDR in it, and there's a bunch of like fighting game people that are just playing DDR.
There's definitely like a sort of a cult following to DDR, man, and there's like
Yeah.
there's definitely like battles, and there's this whole kind of culture of like kind of like basketball courts, like street basketball, where you just like trash talk people, and then you got to like step up and show that you can back your talk. Kind of like, yeah, man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, and it was definitely battle because it was the old arcade setups where there was a pad by another pad, and they were just competing against each other.
Some people
and
live
you always,
or die.
Yeah, you always knew too when it was like the dudes that like really played, because like every time they hit the song they're like boom boom, and then you hear the song go
Yeah,
3, 2, 1 go, and they're just fucking going crazy. It's like the really fast pace,
right? But it's like that's the beat, but then like the steps were like boom, bum, bum, dun, dun, dun,
yeah, it's like
dun,
and
dun,
it's
dun,
just like
dun,
fucking just garble on the fucking screen, but somehow they're managing to do it.
The
Yeah,
beats,
no, it's actually incredible watching people do that.
it really is amazing, and you just hear like the drum beat going like, and then you see their feet just going like.
I can visualize it too. It's ridiculous.
It's always like some random Japanese song. Hi.
It's like,
Yeah, my favorite thing to do with DDR, because I'm a big guy, but I can move kind of fast for a big guy, and people don't expect that.
Yeah, no,
So
that's really impressive. You're very agile for a big man.
I know, and so I'd go to the mall and like, you know, see some people at the arcade or whatever playing DDR. And I'd get in there and I'd get up on the like, oh, how do you work one of these things? Let me just get on there and put some quarters in, and then like I'd bust out like the kick the can on expert, and they'd be like, whoa, holy shit, this guy can move. You know, it's fun.
All right, so definitely Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Cadence of Hyrule, and DDR. All right, we need one more.
DJ Hero, perfect.
DJ Hero. Did either of you guys play? This is a weird one. Did you guys ever hear of or play Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm?
Yes.
I have
Yeah. No.
Not me.
It's okay. Basically,
It's interesting.
Basically, it is a touchscreen game. They were on the DS,
3DS, right?
They were on the 3DS, and I think they were also on iPhone, iPad. And basically, they visualize the melody and beat to a song, and you have to trace the melody and trace the beat. And then, like, when they were doing, like, certain parts of the beat, it would be kind of like, almost like the way Beat Saber does, where there were certain notes you had to swipe up on, certain notes you had to swipe down on, left or right.
Yeah,
or
they're
whatever.
like directional. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. So a little bit of...
It was a very innovative game, and of course, all the music, you know, in that franchise is, you know, fantastic.
Oh, because it's Final Fantasy music, yeah.
Yeah. So I really did enjoy it a lot, but I don't know if it's better than DJ Hero.
Okay, let me see if I can try to throw some to overthrow DJ Hero here.
Okay,
So
what
what about Parappa the Rapper?
Ooh,
PS1.
Okay, all right.
Let's see, what else do we got here? Because it's like I think of rhythm games, and all my head goes to are the ones we just mentioned.
Okay, no, can I throw one in there? I think we can all agree on the importance of at least.
Okay.
To me, this wasn't a game I played a whole lot, but I understand the importance of it and the technical feat with Audio Surf.
Yeah, audio. I was thinking about Audio Surf.
Because the interesting thing about that was that you can it just mapped to like pretty much whatever music you wanted to, and that was technically really impressive.
But I'm not entirely sure. Would that be a rhythm game? Because that would seem more of like you're kind of riding the audio wave, essentially.
Well, you were dodging into the rhythm of the songs as it detected it in your music.
Yeah,
right?
I guess. Okay, yeah, I guess that could qualify it.
I don't know.
Did you guys play Thumper at all?
Thumper?
It's along the same...
Nah.
Thumper, yeah. It was really popular a few years ago. It's on the same line as Audio Surf, where it's like... Visually, it kind of looks like a roller coaster. And as the music comes in, you're a bug in Thumper. And you have to like dodge. You have to dodge the notes and dodge. So it's all about like moving out of the way of the music, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
didn't really play it.
oh, okay, it's interesting. And kind of the better you do, the faster you go, but the faster you go, the harder the game gets because you have to dodge so much faster. But yeah, Thumper. It was interesting.
Okay, how about this? This is probably slightly controversial, but
yeah.
it is probably the next most important game for this kind of overall genre of like music games, and that would be Just Dance.
Ooh.
Okay. I didn't think of Just Dance.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty...
Well, because I mean, it is that compared to like Guitar Hero and Rock Band, I think is kind of the next game that really started in that time and has continued in popularity, and now
you're right.
Kind of
Yeah, that was the
resurgence.
filler. That was the one that came right after all that.
You're right, yeah, and that has never waned. Like, Just Dance is still pretty popular.
Yeah, because motion controls are still a big thing.
Yeah. I see a lot of Twitch streamers now doing the dance games and stuff, and usually cute girls in scantily clad outfits.
I would actually say that's a pretty good candidate to put on the list.
Okay, I'd put that over DJ Hero.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to the importance of the rhythm game genre, I think Just Dance, as little as I like it, I think has been very important for that genre.
All right,
I
so
only
we
played
got
that game like once or twice. Then I'm like, all right, not dancing anymore. We're not people who dance very much.
Right. Yes. We are very white.
Except Leo, but he's also internally white.
But that's what Just Dance does for you, is it gives you an opportunity to pretend you're black.
Ah. All right, so we have Guitar Hero, Rock Band, what the fuck else? DDR,
Beat
Just
Saber.
Dance, and Beat Saber. All right, what order are we putting these in?
Just Dance last.
Just Dance. Okay.
Yeah,
Number 5, Just Dance.
Yeah.
DJ Hero, honorable mention.
Right, yes.
Now
what?
I would put DDR next.
DDR number 4. Okay. All right.
And then I would say Beat Saber for 3.
Wow, Beat Saber number
Really?
3. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm not opposed to any of this.
you have to make room for Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Like,
Okay, all right. Which is the better game, Guitar Hero or Rock Band? The ultimate.
That is tough.
I
tough.
personally, I feel Rock Band would be number 1 because that to me was just more fun. Because
Yeah.
roughly,
I'm with you. I'm kind of
and
with you.
plus it had more instruments and it just
Yeah.
overall to me it just kind of beats it out.
I can't really argue with it.
It was the bigger, better game, really.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the only reason I'm hesitant is, yes, it was the bigger game. Yes, it was the more popular game with, like, general crowd. But,
Okay.
like, there's something about just solo grinding Guitar Hero or Clone Hero that you could just dump hours and hours and hours into it in such a way that you would never do with Rock Band.
I you know what? I will say this. This like we were saying before, Guitar Hero skews more competitive and Rock Band skews more cooperative. And
Right.
okay, I definitely cut my teeth in rhythm games on Guitar Hero, but then I kind of migrated over to Rock Band just because I liked the drums a lot and I like playing cooperatively. But I never liked I never liked, first of all, the notation in Rock Band. Their hammer-on and pull-off notes are
Never as good.
they're really tiny, or not really tiny, but slightly smaller version of their normal notes. Whereas in Guitar Hero, the hammer-on pull-offs are clearly they just highlight the fuck out of them in white, and it's very clear when it's a hammer-on or pull-off. Whereas in Rock Band, it's not. And I feel like the songs in Rock Band are generally not as challenging. And when you get to a certain skill level and the songs are not challenging, they kind of become boring. That is the one knock on Rock Band, where it's I know what you mean, where it's fun to grind Guitar Hero, and it's kind of not to grind Rock Band. I don't know. I know what you mean.
It wasn't a game that I would sink as many hours into. It was a fun experience with friends at parties.
Yeah.
In cooperative settings, but I promise you, I've spent 3 times the hours playing Guitar Hero games. I would just always come back and just try to get better, and
Same.
You know.
You're probably right. I'm probably in the same boat. However, I have the fonder memories of Rock
Yeah.
Band, and I feel like overall that is my favorite game.
I feel like-
probably still.
Yeah, to me, when I think about between those games, Rock Band always just comes back.
All right. Well, I'm on the fence, but you guys
All right.
have talked me off.
Number
of it.
2, Guitar Hero. Number 1, rhythm game, Rock Band.
Woo.
There it is.
Right.
You heard it here.
All right, you guys want to endorse some? Oh, wait.
Yeah, do your
let's,
thing, sir.
Yeah. This podcast is made possible by people on Patreon. What?
What? Is that right? Is that correct?
Yes, I don't know why. I lost
With-
my words. I'm having a mental breakdown. I don't know why this is okay. So this podcast
This is why you have a script.
brought to you by Patreon. People on Patreon make this podcast work. And you, listener, can also help us with this podcast by donating to our Patreon. It is Good Games Cast on Patreon. And if you
Wow.
I don't know what's wrong with me. It's getting late. And if you want to email us and tell us how fucking awful I am at reading these endorsements, I you can
Do it.
Hey, you know what? Our email address is goodgamescast@gmail.com. I need to get out of this segment as fast as
There you
possible.
go.
It's
You
melting
did it.
down around
You
me.
did it.
Yeah.
All right, let's
We got through
endorse
it.
some stuff. I don't know what the fuck just
Wow.
happened. Let's endorse some stuff.
That was
James had a bit
that
of a
was
stroke.
rough.
I've been doing that a lot lately. I don't know. I keep mixing words up and I forget words and I'm getting old.
Based on my experience, you either have an aneurysm or you're pregnant. So
Yeah. Well,
it's not looking good.
I don't know if one is biologically possible for me. So maybe I'm just having an elaborate series of aneurysms. I don't know. Yeah, I've just been struggling with fucking words lately. It's the worst. Anyway,
Early onset dyslexia.
I guess.
Alzheimer's.
Or very late.
Definitely
dyslexia,
Alzheimer's.
I guess. Yeah, or there you go, Alzheimer's. Anyway, I guess I'll endorse so I can get this out of the way, and then I can just shut up.
James is going to endorse, getting your brain scanned.
I have so many
MRI.
things. I have so many things I can endorse. Leo, you and I were talking about role-playing games earlier. I was going to endorse that, but I think we've endorsed that before. By the way, I want to retract. I'm going to endorse a TV show, but I want to retract a TV show endorsement I gave earlier. I just watched.
Really?
Yeah, I watched the 5th episode of the. It's either the 4th or 5th episode of the Picard show that's on CBS right now.
Oh, right.
It's not great. It's not real great. It's just not great.
Yeah.
It just makes
You
me
were already
miss.
seeming kind of cynical about it.
Yeah, it's not great. It just makes me miss old Star Trek. Which, by the way, if you want, and when I say old Star Trek, I mean Next Gen, DS9, that
Yeah.
era, which is the era I grew up on. If you want a modern version of that, just go watch The Orville. It's so good. The Orville is very, very good. Anyway.
I've been rewatching TNG actually.
Yeah, I watch it all the time. It's the perfect
great.
thing to go to bed to because because I love that show, but
Yeah.
also it's not a big deal if I fall asleep in the middle of the episode because I've fucking seen them 8,000 times and I already know what
Star Trek
happens.
it's one of the best shows to fall asleep to, though.
Yeah, but especially when they go to the engine room, they have the most relaxing ambient
Like
Yeah.
like white noise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the engine and just
Right.
the soft beep, beep,
Yeah.
Or just the hum of the ship.
yeah, the,
So
Yeah,
good.
it's just like
yeah. There's a constant low hum.
Like a low,
Uh,
bassy
anytime-
white
yeah.
noise, essentially.
A low
Yeah.
white noise
Yeah.
anytime they're on the
Yeah.
Enterprise. Yeah. Oh,
and it's just people talking, but you're falling asleep, so you're just like, wow.
Or when they're
Yeah,
like,
it's
it goes to a scene where they're sleeping in their quarters, and then you just hear that
Yeah.
hum. There's no sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the best show to fall asleep to. Anyway, no, what I'm actually going to endorse is Lego Masters. It is a good show. Okay, so Lego Masters is basically a reality show where there's a bunch of teams of 2 people, and in standard reality show fashion, each week one of the teams of 2 people is eliminated. But each week there is a challenge where they have to build Legos. But all of the challenges are Okay, so the very first episode, they have to build a theme park in Legos, which is really interesting. Because a bunch of people were very mechanically inclined, so they built, like, roller coasters that actually worked. Like, somebody built a Ferris wheel that actually worked. Like, really cool. The second week was, I think the second week was space, and they had to build space-themed stuff. But they also, at the end of the episode, they had to destroy their stuff by either, like, dropping it off the second floor building, or they could hit it with a hammer or a baseball bat, or they could, like, explode it. But anyway, the point was it had to look spectacular when it was destroyed. The third week, they had, like, objects that were sawed in half. So, like, a guitar that was sawed in half, or a fire hydrant that was sawed in half, or, you know, all these things that are sawed in half.
And they had to, like, rebuild it?
Yeah, with Lego. So, like, all these really interesting, like, varied Lego challenges. I don't know, it's very interesting watching reality TV around Lego. Also, Will Arnett, who plays Lego Batman in the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movies, is the host of the show. He's a very good host. He's very good on that show. Anyway, Lego Masters. I would normally never endorse reality TV, but Lego Masters is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I saw commercials for that, and I figured that'd be... When I saw that, I was like, this would be a good James show. I feel like James could get into that.
It's good. Lego Masters, yeah. Also, a bonus endorsement, as long as we're talking about television. We were rewatching the hit 90s and early 2000s TV show Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, MXC.
Oh, God.
That show...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck. That show is so good. It's just...
It's the best.
Oh, that show is the fucking best.
This is like the third time you're like getting through that series.
Yeah, I know. I rewatch every few years. I just go back and rewatch the entirety of MXC. It just makes me so happy.
We need a reboot. We need a reboot of that show for sure.
Yeah, well,
they tried to do it with Wipeout.
Yeah, Wipeout. Yeah, they had Wipeout for a while. It's not the same thing.
No.
Like
that was more like a
MXC.
game show. I want dubbed over stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Takeshi's
It's so fucking
Castle.
brilliant because it is a game show, but it's like everyone's being weird and goofy, and it's Japanese, so it has an extra layer of weirdness.
And then just
but
the American
also,
English dub over it.
Exactly. Yeah, the
Just
American
makes it
English
so good.
dub over. Which with just like the
Giggly
stupidest
douche.
fucking with like the stupidest
crucial.
like toilet humor jokes like gilly douche here like
And here comes Michael Baba Ganoush.
yeah there's always a
that
Baba
show.
Ganoush.
There's always a Baba
it's the best. And also like people just eat shit on that show all the time.
Oh my god! And some of them are so good.
Oh god. Anyway,
because because Wipeout is like, if you ever watch Wipeout, it's all like padded. So even when people get hit and you're like, ooh, you still know, well, I mean, they got hit and landed in water and on a big rubber. In fucking Takeshi's Challenge, which is the real show, like, those are wood cylinders and like actual hard blocks of things whacking these people or they're falling on top of it. Yeah. And it looks painful. Like,
oh my god.
There's definitely slip discs. For sure.
There's a couple times in MXC where I'm like, that's a broken leg. That's for sure.
Like that guy's going to have back problems the rest of his life.
Yeah, that's a concussion for sure. Like, at least. Anyway, so a series of television endorsements, MXC, Lego Masters, and probably skip out on the Picard show and watch the Orville instead.
Is the new season of Orville out yet?
No, they're still working on it, I guess. Okay. Yeah. It's something weird because Seth MacFarlane's negotiating this weird deal where it's going to be Hulu exclusive now because I guess he's leaving Fox or something. I don't know. It's basically network negotiations have been holding it up, I guess.
Yeah, I don't understand any of this shit anymore with streaming and cable and whatever.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Justin?
All right. I am going to endorse because something came in today that made me very happy. I'm going to endorse class action lawsuits.
Oh.
Man, it sounds funny. Sounds weird.
Okay.
And it sounds very like legally and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
But So I got like a notice. It was a couple months ago, saying like, "Hey, you can get in on this class action lawsuit for these problems that you may have had if you've had these problems with this product." And I was like, "Actually, yes, I did experience those problems." And I was able to get like chat logs from the support team that I talked with about those problems and all that, and I sent it into the lawsuit as my claim into the lawsuit to get get a payout from the settlement that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, I got today. I just received a nice check from that to compensate.
Really?
Yeah, it was
That's
really
awesome.
nice, and
Okay.
it made me go
Well,
like, these class action lawsuits aren't half bad. So
the only time I've ever gotten a payout from one of those, they send me like $3.
yeah, a lot of them are like, oh, they'll send you a couple bucks, but you know what? Fuck it, that's $3, and there was no effort done by you to really get in on it, and you got $3. It pays for like, I don't know, like half a meal for a day. I don't know, but nonetheless,
1-800-COLLECT.
this one was a pretty good one because it was actually a pretty big issue that they never bothered to resolve or bring up. And so it goes to show that if you ever buy something like electronic, or even if you buy like a kitchen thing, like a blender or something, they always offer you like that little piece of paper that says to register the product, but you always go, let me throw this out. I don't give a shit. Whatever, it's not.
Right.
What is it going to break? Do it. Because not only do you have that kind of gives you like a warranty to kind of go back on, but by default, if any settlement ever comes out of those,
You get notified?
yeah, they have to pull that email list and notify all people who have bought that product. So you may get a letter one day saying, hey, that blender you bought had a bad motor that could have caught on fire. Hey, you want $30, from this settlement that we're doing? And you'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it. It's $30 in my pocket. And some other law team's handling it. You don't have to do anything. You just got to say, yeah, I want part of that claim. And you go, okay. And then they just send you a check for money.
Nice. All right. Yeah.
So,
I dig it.
not something to ignore all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know what I'm going to do with my money.
Maybe play some Rock Band.
Yeah, there you go. Get some plastic instruments.
No.
Yeah.
Clone
Again.
Hero has online support. We can play together, man.
Ooh.
Yep. There you
Maybe.
go.
I got to see if Ashley still has hers. I don't know. She had an old one.
Well, if it's the 360 one, it's perfect.
I think it is.
Oh, well, shit.
I don't know. I got to dig through our shit. See if I can find it. Oh. Leo?
Well, my endorsement, I've been holding on to for a couple months here, actually. This past Christmas, as we all know, going into the holidays, I got some great news from my baby mama to be that we were expecting, and so
AKA
that was,
your wife, yeah.
Yep.
No.
And well, she's the mother of my future child. I mean,
Yes, yeah.
Baby mama to be?
accurate. So naturally, after Christmas, and we shared with friends and family, many people asked me, "Hey, Leo, what was your favorite Christmas gift? Last Christmas?" And some people who knew might have expected me to say, "Well, the joy of fatherhood," and they might have been correct, if not for the real best gift that I got, which is a king size mattress.
Oh, no, that's a great gift.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
We have been on a queen size mattress for the last. We're married almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So we switched to king just 2 months ago, and it has changed my life. And I will endorse getting a king size bed. And listen, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. We went to the mattress store. I'm assuming that's what it's called, where they sell mattresses.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
whatever. Yeah.
And they tried to sell us this crazy $3,000, bully bugwachabuga 3,000,
Memory foam.
with this, whatever, right? And we're like, that is way too goddamn expensive. But then we just went online and literally bought like a box. It's like a rolled up mattress in a box that comes from the internet for $300. And same with like a frame. Now, that frame and box spring took longer to put together, but like everything just cost like a couple $100, you know, and even if it doesn't last as long because it's cheaper or something, I don't care. Right now, it was the best decision I've ever made in my life, second only to being a father.
No, king size bed is pretty fucking great because like
that's high on the list, man.
That's
You
probably a
can
good
just, like,
thing. I was gonna say,
like you and your partner can just like starfish out on the bed, and you're just like, yeah. I'm not bothering anybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, there have been many a time where I've pretty much been driven to the edge of the bed.
Yeah,
But it's probably a good thing too, since you're, you know, in what about maybe 4 or 5 months, you're gonna have this kid.
yeah.
That's gonna be really nice to get your sleep, because sleep is gonna be one of the things that you're gonna want after that child is born.
Yeah,
and you're gonna try to get as much as you possibly can. When that kid's sleeping, you're sleeping.
You sleep. Yeah, that's what I do.
So having a nice, relaxing bed will probably be a good thing to have.
It's an important tool
Yeah.
for that time.
So you prepared well, Leo. Good job.
Thank you. So that's my endorsement. Get yourselves
All
a king size bed.
Well, speaking of nice, relaxing bed, you guys want to call this a podcast?
Oh, thought you were inviting me into your bed, James.
Oh, absolutely. Get a plane ticket and come into this bed. It's king size. We got room for you.
Ooh,
All right.
I need to
Mega
get
bed.
Mega bed.
We're just gonna spoon each other.
I'm a great spooner. I'm a great cuddler. I could make a living
There you
cuddling
go,
professionally.
Leo. 2020. I'm a great spooner.
Our next episode is going to be Final Fantasy VII related, probably. Going to talk about the game before the remake comes out in April. All right, I think that's a podcast. So for the Good Games Podcast, I'm James.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Justin.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
See
Later.
ya.
Goodbye.
Wow.
All right.
The menu thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Is that Guitar Hero 3 that we're doing?
I don't remember.
Because Rock Band didn't have all the obnoxious sounds, did they?
I think it was good. I think it was 3. Because then 3 also had, like, whenever you missed notes, it was just like clank, 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 clank.
Oh, God. By the way, that's the one thing I don't like about Clone Hero is they've, like, reintroduced the bling, 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 bling from Guitar Hero. That's so annoying. And Rock Band doesn't have that. And I'm like, you know what? Is there any way I can mute the stupid miss sound effects?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Or, like,
if you reach out,
dude.
to like,
I kind of want this
No,
now.
there's
as
an
my,
option in
I
the
want
menu.
this for my. I want this for my text message like notification sound, like just when you first start a song, like the that thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's so satisfying. Yeah, Guitar Hero has both the best and worst noises. They're like, I love that. Yeah. Oh, that's a good sound effect.